Welcome to Ed's Fresh Cuts class. Let's get it. Yo, shout out to you guys for being here right now, because you guys could have been anywhere else in the world. Let's pause the music right now. Hey, alright. No, seriously. What I'm about to show you guys, it took me over literally for the past 10 years to get this, to really understand this. Because really doing this, haircuts for over the past 10 years, it was difficult for me, growing up. But I had to do it though. I had to put my fears to the side. I had to put my frustrations to the side. I had to put my anger to the side. And I had to do this because this was going to be able to feed me. Did I have other jobs? Yes, I did. But this was my main focus. Okay? So without further ado, we're going to jump right into this. Can everybody see this right here? Everybody see this? Okay. We're going to talk about the 3 steps. You may want to scoot over. Nobody's going to bite. We're going to talk about the 3 steps to fade, repeat. 3 steps to fade, repeat. Now, what do I mean repeat? Because literally, this step right here, you're going to repeat the same steps over and over and over and over, and it's going to get it. Like you guys, like the haircuts, you got people going to want to come back to you over and over, right? Now, we're talking about the half system. I meant to put here the half, but I didn't have much room. System. System stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. Okay? So what I'm sharing with you right now, I broke it down for you exactly on the board. And then on the taper, okay, because I also put down here on the taper, we're going to go over that too as well. It's the same steps. Okay? When it comes to clippers, okay, where you use your clippers. Scissors, we'll get into that a little bit after. But as far as clipper work right here, I'm going to share with you clipper work. And then obviously later on in the future, we'll get into the same steps, but how can you implement your scissor work? Does that all make sense? Everybody follow? Okay, great. So, 3 steps to fade, repeat. Step 1 is 2 fingers measurement. That's the start of the fade, right? Step 2 is 1 finger measurement. That's all around the haircut, right? Obviously, I put all around togetherness. And then step 3 is what I call the fixer-upper, or in other words, you're blending. Okay? Same 3 steps, save yourself time, energy, money. Okay? Here I drew down for you, but something to remember. Your 1.5 and your half guards are to be used only for touch-ups, or in other words, imperfections. Okay? And your haircut, the system I'm going to be showing you here on the board as well as on the tape up, all right? I'm not telling you that this is going to happen for one shot, okay? That's just not, that would be in the perfect world. But because we're working with the walls, okay, walls have their, even with Enders, no matter what, they have their own way of cutting, where you have to go back there, not multiple times, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the same area, but you have to go back to check your work, okay? So we're going to go into that. So that's to remember. And also, remember, open and close your lever to make the contrast. There is no limit to how many times you have to open and close, okay? There's no limit. You have to open or close your lever a little bit, or all the way open, or close it just a little bit, or close it all the way. There's no limit to it. Use your lever, because that's what's going to help you to contrast the fade, okay? So, in this example, right? All right, man. In this example, sorry for the interruption. This abbreviation here, the WG, stands for the white guard. The white guard, the only white guard you have. Now, some of you guys may have the premiums. That would still be your 1.5. Okay. And the GG is gray guard. Most of you guys have the gray guard, so that's to help you blend. Remember, they're only to help you for the touch-ups, or in other words, imperfections. So in this example, okay, I've actually put it over there. I'll get to that a little bit after a while. This is a zoom glimpse of what I'm talking about. So if we started with a skin fade, or even a half guard, doesn't matter. What the gentleman, what he just left right here, that was a half. If you followed that same step, that would have been done easy. Long time, done. So we're going to start with this, because most of us would get skin fades. Right? 000s would you start off with. I put here as a closed lever, right? Some of us may start with a T-liner. I would recommend you start with a T-liner, You can make the line with a T-liner, but I wouldn't recommend you start bulking out with a T-liner because that will mess up your T-liners for all those out there fake educators talking about taking T-liners to bulk out. Dead. It's a dead idea, okay? Seriously. You will, if you're as a startup beginner and you're using your T-liners to start doing the bulking of your skin fade, that will mess you up. That will, I'm telling you, your T-liners will stop hitting because they get bent. And if you don't know how to adjust your T-liners back into shape, you're gonna have to find yourself buying a new one, and it's a waste of money. All right. So start with a 000, closed lever, 2 fingers. Now, okay, you will measure. It's your measurement right here. Step 1, you take your 2 fingers, okay, on a mannequin. If obviously in this head here, you want to be able, don't take your 2 fingers and go like this to the mannequin, because really you want to be able to have a clear sense and clear picture of where you're going with. So in this example, since this is the right side of the face, I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to place it away from, right? I'm going to place it not this way, pointing in this direction, because I don't see my measurement that way. I like to go here. If you feel you're not confident, you want to see the measurement of that, then go to the forehead. Go to the forehead and get that imaginary line in your head, okay? And that's how high you want to go. You want to check the work. You want to check the see if you went up 2 fingers for the first step. Once you pass that with the clipper, with the number 2 guard, you put your 2 fingers back. And it will measure to let you know that if I'm at the right place or I need to go up a little higher to match 2 fingers. Does that all make sense? Yes or yes? Second step is your 1 finger measurement. Your 1 finger measurement will be your number 1 guard. Your number 1 guard. Okay? This is also a closed lever. I see a lot of barbers, they want to start right away with the 1.5. The white guard, 1.5. Again, the white guard is not to cut bulk hair. They're only to help you blend if you need the imperfections to be taken care of. Does that make sense? So, you will open your lever. So 1.5, that's an open lever. All right, I put here an abbreviation, your 1/8. Right, that's your 1/8. Everybody knows what the 1/8 is, right? Everybody knows what a 1/8 is? No, it's not your 1.5. Your 1/8 will be what it would say here on the walls. Okay, it would say a 1/8. So how about you guys look up right now? Go see about your 1/8 right now. Go find your 1/8 and have it in your hand.
1/8?
1/8.
That's a 1 guard then?
That's a 1 guard. Got it. That's just want to make sure you guys hold it in your hand. That's all. So you all on the same page.
Yeah, I got it.
Right? You're on the same page? That's the 1/8. That's the abbreviation right here. So when this is closed, and when you open your lever, that gives you the half, right? Because we're working with the half system.
Okay.
You understand where I'm coming from? You guys don't have like an Endless does, an extra 1. The Endless Masters, you guys don't have that. You guys have the only half guards. Right? That's the purpose of why they gave you a half and a 1.5 separate. Because they're only meant to blend. They're there to give you the
So if you
whole
want to get
number.
more or less a white guard, you just take the number 1 and open it?
If you go with the white guard, that becomes the 1.5. So in the middle of that, and I was going to get to that a little bit after, I just want to make sure that we're all clear about this. We're all clear about the open lever, closed lever, the actual half, then taking your gray guard. Because most of us would take the gray guard to start with the half. Oh, well, because this is a half, gray guard, and I got a closed lever, it's a half. No, that is not the purpose of that. Because it's not supposed to cut bulk, it's to help you blend for imperfections. Do not get confused. Do not get confused. Just because you have guards does not mean you need to follow number by number. If you have a number 1, you use number 1, you got to go to number 2. It does not mean that. It's just the guards are just there for you to debulk because of it could be like on my hair. I may ask for a number 3 all around my head, fade. I want a number 3 fade. I'm gonna take that. 3 all around. He's gonna have to take a number 5 or 4 to start to start debulking, to get the nice transition, the contrast. A number 4 may not be good on my hair. A number 5 may be on my hair. It does not matter number by number. It does not matter. They're just guards. They're just your levers. They're your ammunition, your magazine to your M16. Does that make sense? Has everybody shot here a BB gun before? Has everybody shot a gun before? You shot a gun? You never shot a gun? You never shot a BB gun? You never had a BB gun. But you know about guns. You heard about the magazine. The magazine is where the bullets is on, right? Well, just think about it like that. Or I'm pretty sure you did the sewing, right? The sawing and stuff like that. You had to open levers, right? Or measurements. It could be the blade could be really long for deep cutting, or if you're looking just to get a nice little cut, just to fill something in, right? The blade, you can switch the blade. Well, that's what you're doing here. Just that you have guards. The guards are just meant to make sure that you're in the right place. Does that all make sense? Okay. So be aware that this will be the second step. Right here will be your second step. This will be the first step.